know how your preparations were, but first off, how are you both feeling today?
I'm excited. Going to Poland for the first time to compete. Hopefully bring back the crown to the country for the first time. It's history, so it's an exciting moment.
And you know you'll be able to make history for us, Brazil. Pwede. How about you, Miss Alethea?
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. I'm really excited for this competition. It will be my first time in Europe. So, being in Poland, I'm really excited. I'm very prepared. So, I hope you support us, guys.
We feel and know that you are very prepared to bring home the crown for the Philippines, Alethea. Okay, so how are your preparations so far? Can you tell us more about it? Walk us through your preparations.
Yeah, I get asked this question a lot. It's different on the male pageant side than it is for the women pageant side. Parang like walang pasarela, like you're not learning how to walk. There's a lot of different nuances with the women pageants than it is for the male. For me, it's more so how can I articulate myself in the best way possible to not only represent me, but to represent everyone else in the Philippines. And it's also just having a competitive edge. Because at the end of the day, this is a competition. I'm here to win. And I'm a competitor at heart, so how do I keep that alive? That's my preparation. Well, I fight competitively in boxing year round, so that keeps my testosterone up, that keeps my edge going. I'm working out all the time, that's my business. I'm bringing out new businesses throughout the year, so I'm in a competitive state year round. I'm trying to beat competitors, I'm trying to beat people like the athletic field. I'm running marathons, I'm doing sparkers, and I'm doing it all. So this is how I'm staying competitive, because when I go to Poland, I want to have that killer mindset. I want to go in there saying, I'm here to win, I'm not here to lose. Right? So what's going to separate me from everyone else is that it's going to be that willingness to win, overcome all the obstacles.
Thank you, Brandon.
Not that random. And for me, I've been training with Winning Words, Mama Nins, and Mama Jules for my Q&A. I'm also training with Ate CJ of Piazza for my Pasarela. And I am in great hands with my styling. I'll be styled by Ryuji, Sir Rick Sotelo, and but I think the most important thing really is to have the proper mindset, the mindset to win. And I have that in me. I'm very ready.
Alright, I love the mindset of these two. Really, the mindset to win, to kill it in Poland. Okay, since you brought up mindset, what are your, other than the winning mindset, what are your other mindsets going into the competition?
Of course, in the competition, we're very competitive. We want to be in front of the judges. We want to showcase the Philippines, not just me. But besides that, I would want to have a friendly competition where I would really get to know my co-candidates. I'll have a bonding with them, And lately, I've been talking to Miss Supranational Japan, who is my close friend, Siana. So we've been chatting, and we're really excited to see each other.
Other mindsets, just enjoying the process, because at the end of the day, I don't have control over the results. All I have control over is my perception of the world, of this pageant, of this competition, of myself, of the people. So my mindset is go in there, have fun, remember that this is an experience that I can evolve from, which is the number one gift that we get from this pageant besides bringing the crown back. And yeah, have fun along the ride.
I love that. So more than the destination, it's also about the journey and the company. So we hope you enjoy the process there, or the pageant in Poland. So other than that, what are the can you share about the challenges that you have encountered and overcome through in preparing for the pageant?
Honestly, my biggest challenge would be doing the pasarela. There was some difficulty because I wasn't really used to it, and this would be my first international pageant, and this Philippines was my first national pageant. But besides that, I realized, when you're creating pasarela, you really have to have that confidence in you, that you are beautiful, that you can do it, you know, you don't have to overthink of so many things. Just be your authentic self and everything will follow.
I can't pinpoint like a specific challenge that I've been trying to overcome. In preparation, and I'm not saying that to boast by any means, but I think for me, it would be being present and slowing down when I talk. Because usually when I answer Q&A, I get very excited, very passionate, and I tend to say and communicate things in a fast manner. So I've been actively trying to step back, take a breath, and talk something.
Alright, so Alethea mentioned about authentic self, and I want to ask you, Brando, specifically, what do you think sets you apart from other Mr. Supranational candidates?
For me, it's grit. You know, I come from a small island called Guam, which most people don't even know about. So I grew up feeling underestimated already from the lack of resources, the lack of education, all these things compared to the Western Hemisphere. On top of that, my family, I mean, we weren't dirt poor. You know, I'm not going to lie on the dirt poor we weren't. But we were blue collar workers, we hustled. My family did a lot to keep us together. There was around 10 of us in the house at one point, and that's the house that my Lola and my raised my dad and his siblings in. So I saw a lot of hustle growing up. When I was in Hawaii, around 20 years old, you know, and I had $172 to my name, I had no other choice but to surf, like couch surf. So I was essentially homeless for a year. I was living outside of my friends' couches, multiple friends' couches, driving my Nissan Altima, selling shoes out of my trunk, and working odd jobs, like going door to door to sell pest control and serve tables, you know. And this was a very humbling experience for me. And at that point, it was a low point, but I never gave up. I never thought that 10 years later I'd be here, running my businesses, doing this amazing competition and representing the country of this magnitude. So I never gave up on myself. I always believed in me, even when the odds were stacked against me. And not a lot of people can say that. So.
And to summarize, grit can really make you great. Okay, before I give the floor to the media, what are you looking forward to in Poland? Yeah.
I think I've answered this if you watch my super chat. I'm really looking forward to the national costume competition because as someone who advocates for promotion and preservation of our culture and heritage, I would want to know more of the other candidates' culture because for me their culture is their way of life. And it's not just about showcasing the Philippines, it's also getting to know them as nation, as country. So that one I'm really looking forward to. And of course the one that me and my co-sisters, my co-candidates will have, I'm really excited about that.
Alright, thanks. And how about you? What are you looking forward to in Poland?
Yeah, I mean, Alethea just took the words out of my mouth. But I mean, to piggyback on what she said, every place that we visit, we take a part of it and it becomes a part of us. Right? It's like data in our software. So to go to Poland, I've never been to Europe before. I get to see new sites, listen to a new language, meet new people, and I think just being in a different geographical landscape and also a social climate, for me, will pigeonhole me in a place where I have to adapt and be more respectful to this culture. Therefore, I become more involved, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm excited for that.
All right, we're excited for you also in your journey. So now I'll be opening the floor for media to ask questions. Who wants this? Sir Don.
Hello, Brandon and Alethea. It's definitely another tough year as far as competition is concerned for all the hopefuls for Supranational. Okay, in that regard, can you give us a bird's eye view of your main plan when you get there?
Oh man, I love the book Art of War, and kind of don't like giving my strategies away. But, I don't know, my competitors aren't listening to me. But I mean, just to keep it national, I don't want to say just being myself, but strategically speaking, it's all in the preparation for me, really. Like, before I go there, not really when I go there. Of course, when I go there, you know, everybody from the PAs to the handlers to the competition manager with utmost respect, because I do that anyways. And I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. Work out, my mind right, put my helmet to the bar, and just do my best.
I agree with Brandon in that mindset, but as I've mentioned, my game plan is to win. And that's the only one word in my head, to win. And I think to be able to do that is right. You have to prepare. It's in the preparation. It's what we do daily. It's not, just trying to be somebody else. You have to really show your authenticity, your real story, what brought you in Poland, what brought you in Miss Supranational, and how can you contribute as the Miss Supranational ambassador. So that one, I'm still figuring it out, because there's a lot of improvement that we need for us to win. And we're really optimistic and we're really open to learning more from other candidates, from the staff, and from the Miss Supranational org itself.
Hi, good afternoon. I am Salon here. Armin and the member of the Philippine Daily Inquirer. We're celebrating Pride Month this June. I'd like to know, how has the LGBTQIA+ community impacted your lives, and what is your message to the community?
I'd like to answer first. The LGBTQAI+ community is really close to my heart, because right now I live alone. My family is abroad, but I have friends here who are part of the community, and they went here just to support me. And these are my core friends. We've been friends for 11 years, ever since high school. And they've been supportive of me, not just them. Everyone in social media, the LGBTQAI+ community is very supportive, and I love them. So I think that support that they give to me is the same support that I give to them. So that's how they impact my life. They are my support system.
Yeah, for me, not even for me, but let's just talk about how that community can bring forward more of a progressive way of thinking. They kind of can break through conventional norms, and they represent individualism. So me seeing that community and maybe others as well, it provides a place for us, or a safe place for us. Hey, I can be myself too in other ways, right? Now, on the second hand, I mean, most of my supporters are from that community, so without them, I probably wouldn't be in this position here. And I would still work hard, I'd still be myself, but I gotta give it up to the community for supporting me throughout my journey. I just have the utmost respect and gratitude to them. So, thank you.
Thank you very much, and the best of luck to both of you.
Any more questions?
Hi Brandon, hi Alethea. Let's talk about pressure. Alethea first. We came in a very strong campaign. We had a very strong campaign last year. We almost won the pageant. So coming after Pauline Amelix, how are you sizing up the competition? How are you handling the pressure, or if you're feeling any of it at this moment?
Of course, there's a big pressure that I am feeling right now, but it's a good pressure, because it means that I am really focused and I am really excited for this. I am invested in this. So every responsibility, every opportunity, I know there is pressure, and what only matters right now is how will I overcome this pressure. And I think the best way to do it is to have the proper preparation, proper mindset and proper communication and relationship in Poland when I step foot there. Because in every competition, it's better to have that better attitude more than your performance. It's the attitude for gratitude, and I think that's what I have right now. I'm just really grateful to be here, and I'm really excited to be in Poland.
No pressure, no diamonds, you know. I'm an athlete, I'm a businessman, every day is precious. So this is a comfortable environment for me, it's not me. And without it, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I like putting myself in positions where I'm cornered to be creative and resourceful and ultimately to win. So yeah, it's not no pressure.
Do you think you'll be the first Filipino representative to break past top 20 and hopefully make it to top 5 or eventually win the
Siguro, of course. Of course, I wouldn't join any competition not thinking I'm going to win. I feel like this is who I am. I'm going to win. I'm a competitor, you know, and I have every right to do it. I deserve it because I work really hard. I have all the characteristics that they're looking for and then some. I'm going to represent the country to the best of my abilities like I have been. So there's no question, yes.
Have you both sought advice from your predecessors, Pauline and Johannes?
Yes, actually, that just 3 days ago, I was chatting with Ati Pao. I was asking for any tips, any advice that she can give. And she mentioned that, you know, besides being, having really a good relationship with the staff, with the people, with your co-candidates, you have to know the culture of the place. You have to learn at least their language, how to introduce yourself. And she also mentioned that, you know what, you're a smart, beautiful woman. You just have to be yourself. You have to believe in your capabilities. And those words are just very comforting as a newbie in this industry. So I really appreciate those words from you.
What about you, Johannes?
From Johannes, not specifically. Not specifically from Johannes. I mean, I've been in a lot of times, but we haven't really talked specifically on maybe strategizing for the competition. But more so the team that I'm actively working with, especially Mom and Jay. Mom and Jay always comes in with some good criticism and he tells me what I need to look out for, how I can improve, and all these things. So shout out to Mom and Jay. Yeah.
Alright, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
Make us proud next month. Drew.
Any more questions from the media?
Ambassador of Poland. So what was that one thing or one compromise you got from that experience?
As I've mentioned a while ago, I've been learning how to introduce myself in college because I've learned from the Polish ambassador to the Philippines that in Poland, you cannot just smile at people like here in the Philippines when you see them, like a big smile, because they would find it suspicious or inappropriate. And so it's better to introduce yourself properly first before, you know, smiling to them. At least they know your personality, they know who you are formally. So that's one thing. And he mentioned also a lot of places that we can visit in Krakow, in Warsaw. So we're really excited to see those places, and it's all about their history.
By the way, Crown PH, right? Good job on the social media front. I see you all everywhere. You're just like pumping out volume.
Thank you.
I mean, it's impressive. You know, it takes work. It takes work. I respect that. It's a lower context culture in Poland compared to other countries, like for instance here, where we really value like being mabaid, like pesos over there. But over there, if you come off really nice, they automatically like hit an agenda. So she said, keeping that in mind, different cultures and there's a time and place to be a certain way. So just being cognizant of that.
Thank you.
Question.
One more question.
My first question will go to Alethea. They say that it's the year for Bulacan, yes, not to shine. So how do you feel about being a Bulacan?
Na-touch naman ako. It's the queen. Sabi nga may nabasa ko online. It's the era of the Bulacania. And I'm having goosebumps. I'm really honored. I'm proud and I'm humbled by that experience because, you know, Chelsea, I didn't really know her for a while. But during the competition, I watched her and I've been eyeing for her. So I'm just proud of that compliment that a lot of people have been telling us, you know. And I'm just hoping a lot also will support us because we need you guys in every step of this journey. So,
Last question for you. I watched the Miss Supranational Chat Challenge and you were very good on it. But the question is how can you tap the netizens, particularly the Filipino action fans, to support you more?
yes, actually through this opportunity, this send-off, I'm looking forward and I'm asking everyone to please support not just me but Brandon in the Mr. and Miss Supranational competition. Because after all, this is not just about me. It's not just about him. We are carrying the sash of the Philippines above our hearts and we're really proud of that. So we hope that, you know, you guys can also be proud of us, of what we're doing. Be curious, at least be curious about it. Because we're not doing it for ourselves. We want to make you proud and, you know, let's work together to win this second crown for Miss Supranational and first crown for Mr. Supranational.
Wow, that's what left to both of you. My last question will go to you. You get tremendous positive feedback from the action fans and the netizens as well. Question, how can you, the fact that you're not Filipino, not American, paano mo, what's this, masusure na hindi ka mag-links dun sa mga European and Caucasian? How can you stand out more when it comes to Poland in London?
I want to understand the context of your question a little more. So stand out in what way?
How can you make yourself more stand out when it comes to overall aspect of the competition, not just in looks?
Well, yeah, I mean, besides looks, that's obvious, like, we all look different, so intellectually, that's the only way I'm going to be differentiating myself along with my story, right? Because we all have different stories, so that definitely will propel me forward, because what I've been through, like I said, not a lot of people have been through that, and not to take away from their past, you know, because everyone has the problems, everyone has the gripes. But I have my fair say of obstacles that I've overcome, and now I'm here. The way I articulate myself and the way I communicate my words and my emotions and my perception, this is going to separate me from everyone else. It's my behavior, it's the way I move, it's how I respect the people around me, it's how I respect you, it's how I respect the world, it's how I treat my competition. You know, it's all these little nuances and details that separate me and separate you from everyone else. So I'm just going to keep moving forward with that mindset. I'm going to do my best. By the way, I like your tie. It's a very nice tie. Thanks for your question.
Next time it's all both of you. Hopefully. And we want to be pleased.
Alright, thank you so much for media friends with your questions. And of course, this is not a send-off without sending them off with love. So we'll be inviting their friends and also our EMP brothers to share a few words for our super duo. So we'd like to call on our first speaker. We'd like to call on Anthony Cunningham.
Today, thanks for coming today, and it's an honor to be here. Thank you, Isa, to be called up to speak on behalf of my Mr. Pilipinas and the Miss Philippines brothers and sisters here. I'll make it quite short, but I'll start with you, Brandon. When I first joined Mr. Pilipinas Worldwide, Brandon and I felt like I really resonated with you because we come from an athletic background, and one of the first things that caught my eye with you, before we got to talk and get to know each other, was, Brandon is a very disciplined person, and if he sees something and he wants it, he really puts in the work. Like, someone like. There's not many people that I've seen around here that that take care of their bodies or that invest in their bodies as much as Brandon does, because something like that, it really takes a lot of discipline. You really have to watch what you eat. You really have to invest when you really have to work out and really put in the hard work for it. So that was one of the first things that really stood out to me about Brandon, and as well as a brother and a friend, he's really become one of my personal role models while I've been here in the Philippines and in the pageant space. So that's what I want to say about you, Brandon. Thank you very much, and wishing you all the best. I think Brandon will put on a really good and entertaining show for us at Mr. Supernatural. And for my sister Alethea here, same thing as well in terms of in the competition. She's really become a role model for me, like seeing how well spoken she is, seeing how she really prepares for her competitions in terms of passerella, in terms of investing in her Q&A. Her speaking skills in pageantry. So those things as well, they've really given me a framework on what I can do myself, because just September last year, that was when I first entered into the world of pageantry too. So this is a journey as well as it's all a journey. So I'm very grateful to have met these two people and to be supporting them as well. And I'm sure they will both go on to perform very well and represent the Philippines at their international competitions at Mr. and Miss Supranational. So join me in giving a round. Supranational, sorry. Just forget that bit. But thank you very much again, and join me in giving a round of applause for our two candidates here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anthony. We'd also like to call another TMP brother who is dressed up as like Steve Jobs. Wala ko kasi. Word message.
Good morning, afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would just like to say that congrats to both of you, Brandon and Alethea. By far, knowing you two, you've been a big role model to all of us, especially when I first met you guys. And when we were at the final casting of MPW, when I saw Brandon, I already knew this guy he's already gonna win, and we already accept that because he deserved it. He really has it. Yeah. And after knowing him more, his personality, the way he speaks to us, he's really a big brother to all of us candidates. And thank you for always giving us great advice, for always being there, and really did a good job. Appreciate it. And as for Alethea, what's up, pares tayo ng kababayan. Yeah, I know you, the first pageant that I joined in Bulacan, that's where I first known you. And she was her personality is really great. She's very cheerful and always lightens up her room. So I can't wait to what this competition would bring her. I wish you all the best of luck. And congratulations to both of you. Godspeed, do your best.
And of course, we also have a message from Miss Supranational Philippines 2025, Tara Valencia.
Thank you. So it's me again. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Alethea. First of all, I really want to congratulate you again. You have really gone far. But yet, you have far to go. And at the same time, I know you guys have really put so much effort, time, dedication, and a lot of things for you to be able to showcase the Philippines in this prestigious pageant. But I would like to really remind you all to just enjoy the journey, just enjoy the process, and always keep the Filipino value of hospitality into heart, because this would really make you really unique. This would really make you stand out and Poland. So I would like to congratulate you, good luck, and at the same time, just enjoy the show.
Thank you, Tara. And also, just a photo op with the